Good evening. Steve Allen, the Angelina County Commissioner for Precinct 1. I was appointed to this position by Judge Wes Sugar in the Commissioner's Court to fill the unexpired term of Mr. Harrison after his passing. It has been my privilege to serve as County Commissioner, as this role as County Commissioner, and I seek your vote to continue serving the residents of Precinct 1 in Angelina County. I was born and raised in Angelina County. This is where I chose to choose to live. This is where my family lives. I want to introduce my wife, Sally, my son-in-law, Jay Benson, my daughter, Ashley, that is expecting our first grandchild. Before becoming your Angelina County Commissioner of Precinct 1, I invested over 30 years of textile, working in road construction and maintenance with a multi-billion-dollar budget and 21 employees. I am honored to serve my community by putting my knowledge and experience to work for you in a role as your county commissioner, and will continue to do so. As a conservative Republican, I continue to be front funeral with your county tax dollar. The money is important to our families and keeping our tax rate low. I am a supporter of sustainable economic development. I want to see growth in the community. This adds to our tax base. This will allow us to provide even better service and safer roads for our communities. I am supportive of law enforcement and emergency services. They need to have the proper tools and trained qualified personnel to keep our county safe. My office is your office. I believe in open, active communications and accessible to me and my office by our residents. Thank you for attending tonight, and I will appreciate your vote starting tomorrow.
Okay, my name is Greg Harrison. I am running for Commissioner of Precinct 1, Angelina County. I've lived here all my life, and my wife, she would have been here tonight, but my oldest brother's in the hospital at the time, so she's with him for me. So, but anyhow, I've been very lucky. I got two wonderful boys, and a wonderful daughter-in-law. So I've been asked to run for this position, and I think I can do a good job at it. As far as the crews we have right now, not even just in Precinct 1, the whole county, we got good crews and good leadership. Ain't no way I'm gonna say somebody's not doing a good job. I just have different views, and I'd love to have a chance to do my best for y'all. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Kyle Looney. I also am a lifetime resident of Angelina County. Pretty much Precinct 1. I don't know, the numbers might change over the years, but I've been in the Hudson area. This is the second time I have sought this position. I ran against the incumbent in the last election, and I did not, for the record, seek the appointment during the application process. I just wanted to throw that out there because I've been asked several times. I have been a business owner in Angelina County for 25 years. During that 25 years, I've worked for 10 different state agencies. With those state agencies, we have done several different jobs. We've worked with budgets. We've had to work within certain guidelines. And I feel like that I can maintain the budget that Angelina County has set forth for Precinct 1. I can work with the crew that we have for Precinct 1. And I feel like we can develop a better way to communicate between the citizens and the commissioner, and develop a better way to maintain the roads. So I would ask you for your vote, and I guess that's all I have.
The first question of you, and it'll be the same question for all candidates. First question is, what skills and expertise do you possess that would make you qualified for this position?
Since I went to work at 11 years old, I worked in all kinds of construction. I've been very fortunate to have a job all my life. So I ran a business for 15 years, and I'm not going to call a gentleman's name, but we went from 1 building a month to 872 buildings a month, and that was under when he hired me to get it done. Yes, I did have a budget. He was pretty strict on that budget, so I would have to make him some money. And we did, we did a good job at it. So, as far as budgeting, I mean, I would have to buy all the materials, keep all the hours on the guys. I mean, it was pretty good numbers. So yes, as far as running the budget, I have a lot of experience in that. As far as doing for the county, I mean, we have to get together and let me just say this. There's a gentleman told me the other day, he said, you know, if you live here, I'd vote for you. I said, in precinct 1, he said, but I live in precinct 1. I said, I'm gonna tell you something, partner. This whole county is who we work for. It's not just precinct 1. We have, we're sitting on the board to do things for the whole county. Now, precinct 1 is our #1 priority, but with my experience, I think we do a little bit better job. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Looney, same question. What skills and expertise do you possess that would make you qualified for the position?
Well, like I say, I've been in business for 25 years. That says a lot in itself nowadays. And working with 10 different state agencies and following their guidelines and their budgets and making sure that everything was done to their standards. I think that's a good skill set myself. But being able to interact with people and talk to the people, and this is a job for and of the people, and I think I have that skill set. I think over the years that I have been able to understand what people want and understand what I need to do to achieve those goals. So I guess that would be it.
Thank you. Mr. Allen, same question.
Well, starting out in textile with 30 years, you know, I started at the bottom and I worked my way all the way up to the top to be maintenance supervisor for the last 8 years that I worked. And, you know, working on roads and maintenance is something that we need to consider because our road system is deteriorating as it stands now. We need to see if we can get them up and do something to them. And I actually think with my budget experience from working in textile that I do have the ability to get the roads up and make some progress and start showing some signs of improvement. As far as budgets and stuff, I have knowledge of all that, and I think I'm qualified for it.
Mr. Looney, this question is for you. What one item would you cut in the current budget and why?
I don't know that there would be one item in the current budget that I would cut or could cut, because if it's in the budget, I feel it's of importance. Maybe we should look at it as cutting a certain amount, like 10% from all line items of the budget. How could you say that one item is more important than the other? You have your employees' salaries, payroll. You have the road and bridge fee, the hard surface road fund. I don't know. I can't answer that question by saying that there's one item that's more important than the other. The best I could say was I would work my hardest to maybe cut costs in every one to make it balanced.
Thank you. Mr. Allen?
Well, there wouldn't be no items that I would actually cut in the budget, but I would ask them to reduce their budget some. But as far as cutting an item out, I'm like Kyle, I can't see no items that you really need to cut as it stands.
Mr. Harrison?
I think both these gentlemen answered that question very well. can't just go in and cut out one thing. It's just, you have to, go through and maybe you can cut a little bit off the rest, but you can't cut out one item. I mean, you're looking at, people's jobs and you maybe cut out on some of this other stuff, but not one item. You can't do that. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, if we get in there, we'll actually have that answer better. But I don't think it's just one item that any one of us want to just cut out. So thank you.
Thank you. We're going to start with Mr. Allen for this next question, and this one came from the audience. What do you consider the primary purpose of county government?
Primary purpose of county government, I would consider, there are several things to consider. Your roads and stuff would be one of them for the people to travel and get to and from their places. And then the county clerk's office, the judges and stuff.
Thank you. Mr. Harrison? What do you consider the primary purpose of county government?
I think in county government, we would be here to help the community with their taxes and that kind of stuff. But what we're here for is we're here to govern what is spent in this community. Hopefully we'll do a good enough job. Nobody likes paying taxes. Maybe we can get in here and bring some stuff down so we don't have to pay as high taxes. I can't tell you that. I mean, I ain't no way I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna cut taxes, but I think we can all, as government, we can get in here and save some money on some different things and maybe help the burden on you guys. So thank you.
Thank you. Same question to Mr. Looney.
I would say that the primary would be to provide the services that are required by the citizens of not only Precinct 1, but Angelina County in return for the tax money that they have paid in, and to be available to answer questions and concerns that they have, to be a voice for Precinct 1 to take whatever question they have to the next level, or to answer their question, or to look at their problem, or to just to be there to serve them. I feel like that would be our primary objective.
Thank you, sir. This question is for Mr. Harrison. What kinds of jobs, interests, or volunteer activities have you pursued during your career and currently?
Ask that again, I'm sorry.
What kinds of jobs, interests, or volunteer activities have you pursued in your career and are you pursuing now?
The jobs I've had over my lifetime is mainly construction. I've always stayed busy. I've never, like I say, never been without a job. The interest was my boys. We did the baseball and the basketball, and I give of our time, which is for my kids. But I was president of Hudson Baseball Association, just different things. And as far as I'm in the Lufkin Hopes Lions Club, we do the rodeos and different functions, and then of course I'm in some other different things. I'd rather not bring that up, but anyhow, because I can't. But anyhow, but anyhow, it's all good. I promise you. but my main interest right now is just trying to take care of the folks of Angelina County, so thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Looney, same question to you. What kinds of jobs, interests, or volunteer activities have you pursued during your career and currently?
My whole adult life has been construction, several different aspects, from commercial construction to residential construction. My whole life has been my family. Everything I've done has been family driven to take care of them and better them. And beyond that, anything that I volunteered to was the church. I've always been very church oriented and church minded, and tried in every way to assist any young person or anybody I could at the church. And I love to volunteer in that area.
Thank you. Mr. Allen, same question.
As far as the jobs and stuff, working with TxDOT for 30 years and stuff, working on roads and doing stuff like that. The interest that I do, I enjoy working on cars and stuff like that, you know, and doing things for the community to make it better and a better place to live.
Thank you. This is the final question for this panel. We're going to start with Mr. Looney. Why should voters support you rather than your opponent in this race?
That is a good question. Why should voters support me rather than my candidates, my opponents? Because I'm going to do you a good job. I really am. And anything that I've ever taken on in my life, I've given it 110%. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to do my best to bring all the roads in my precinct up to a standard and maintain that standard. And I'm also going to be your voice on the Commissioner's Court. If there's anything anybody in my precinct wants, they want it brought to the other commissioners, they want it studied, they want it, whether you're another elected official or whether you're just a citizen of Precinct 1. I want them to come to me because I'm going to be there for them. I'm going to take care of it. If I get in this, I won't be in it for the long haul. I'm not just going to be in it for a while. So I guess that would be the best way I could answer your question.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Allen, same question. Why should voters support you rather than your opponents?
Well, with my roadway experience in construction, I'm working on the roads and stuff. I feel like I can do a better job as far as keeping the roads safe and, you know, addressing the issues out there. And, you know, with my budget experience with TxDOT and stuff, and working in bad weather and emergency management and Harrison fields and stuff like that, I just feel like I can do a better job and take care of all of it.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Harrison, why should voters support you rather than your opponents?
Well, like I said before, I feel like there's not every one of us sitting up here that can't handle this job. We could all do it. I have had lots of experience in working in the field of construction. I have run a business. I did make it the money part of it. We did great. But I will not say I'm better than every person here. I do think if I did get the job, and it is a job to me, I will not be working just for Angelina County Precinct 1. It's every person in this county. I do want the people of the county to have a voice and try to help the community. Thank you very much.